The ages 0 to 5 are among the most important in our developmental lifespan. And one of the biggest, most important aspects of symbolic use and development is language. So when we start out in infancy, one of the most important things is that there's an opportunity for sensory motor exploration. So infants are getting all kinds of stimulus signals from their environments. There are visual signals that they see, there are auditory things, sounds that they hear. They get the opportunity to touch things and work with different textures. All of this is extremely important as they are taking in information about their environments that they'll later use to be able to navigate their environments successfully.
You could use Play-Doh, you could also use, definitely exposing a kid to scissors and having them cut out things, or drawing using crayons. Any kind of fine motor thing that they can do inside the house would be great for their motor abilities.
Now, as kids move into toddlerhood, they are beginning to utilize symbols. And so they've got things that they understand about the world now through that sensory and motor exploration. But at this point, they can use symbolic representation, so they can start to use dolls to look like babies or different shapes. They can start to understand those kinds of things. Colors they can start to understand.
Young children particularly enjoy playing with language in a sing-song sort of way. So for parents or caregivers to provide opportunities for children to sing songs, or to do finger plays, or to do nursery rhymes. And children love to hear things over and over and over and over. And sometimes to the parent or to the caregiver that can be frustrating. But the children latch onto that. It's a known for them. And the more often they hear the parent singing or giving a rhyme, the more quickly they are able to pick that up. And then that translates easily to them as they become older and it's time for them to start to read, because they have that flow of language and they understand how that goes. So things like 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed, you know, to do that with children, they love that.
Because what are words, if not symbols, that represent things in our real world experience? Right? So for example, the word chair, well, it's just a couple of sounds, ch, eh, right? But we use that to represent and refer to a particular object in our environments. And once the kids have the opportunity to do that, oh, then a whole new world is opened up to them.
Especially in the early years when they're forming those words. If you allow them to just point at things or make noises and you guess what they're asking for, they might never learn. When they point or grunt for something, you say, no, what is it that you want? Oh, you are asking for the glass of milk. So they will learn.
When we would go on vacations, long drives, kind of card game out of the glove compartment, 20 questions or something like that, and just start asking them, just to get them thinking and talking, using words. We tried to create as language-rich an environment for our kids as we possibly could.
In a child who's developing successfully, being well prepared for school, we would like to see things on multiple different dimensions. So one of the things that we want is to see that their language is developing.
I love libraries. I think Holland has a terrific public library, and they wear many hats there, you know, providing things from high technology to those who can't afford it, to just being able to borrow books from the shelf. I think it's a wonderful resource.
Some of our parents say, but I don't know English well, for example. And my answer to that would be, use your home language, use your native language, and still speak to your children. If you are using your native tongue, that's great, that's perfect. For your children to pick up on that intonation, to pick up on that vocabulary in their native tongue will only aid them as they make the transition to English or the language of their school. So I don't see that as needing to be a barrier, although that can seem like one to parents at the beginning.